What is up guys, it's Alex here. If you are interested in investing, you probably saw or even experienced in the past couple of days one of the worst drops, one of the worst daily drops of the stock market in the history, followed by one of the best daily rebounds in the history of the stock market. On March 12th, the stocks have dropped the most since the Black Monday of 1987. The S&P 500 dropped to $2,480.64, a drop of 9.51% in one day. Then on March 13, the S&P 500 rebounded by 9.29% all the way to $2,711.02. Almost all the gains that the stock market had since December 2018 were wiped away in one day, and then everything rebounded to the level of February 2019. There's panic everywhere, and I hope that the people that are invested in the market didn't sell at the bottom, because it probably wiped away most of their gains for the past 2 to 3 years. The rebound happened most probably because Monsieur Trump declared national emergency and decided to make available about $50 billion. Also, the Fed announced that they will be pumping $1.5 trillion into the banking system to support the current situation. Anyway, this is my unrequested opinion about the current situation and how I see things moving forward, based on how things are playing around me and based on all the research that I've done so far. The virus that shall not be spoken of on YouTube, even though I'm not monetized and I can say it freely because nothing can actually stop me from doing so, created a very ripe environment for everyone to panic, for the economies to slow down, and basically for the entire world to slow down. The problem with the thing that shall not be said on YouTube is the fact that things are just in the beginning stages, and from the perspective that I have at this point is that things are only gonna get worse in the near future. This will have a direct impact on the economy at scale, on the stock market and prices in general, and the panic environment that's already been caused by this thing. I live in a country where only 84 cases have been confirmed, and since the case 50 has been confirmed, we've already taken measures to self-isolate ourselves, and businesses have taken measures for their employees to work from home and to slow things down. Many obligations imposed by the public authorities on businesses require either a work from home policy, a shutdown of a certain activity, or delaying the working hours in order to avoid the rush hour. But guess what happens if everyone starts delaying the working hours to avoid the rush hour? A new rush hour creates at the new hour set as a delayed hour. At the same time, many businesses have the obligation to make a list with all the people that use public transportation in order to get to work, and figure out certain situations in which they can either work from home or that they could avoid the public at large in any way, shape or form. At the same time, consumers start to spend less on luxury items like eating out, going to a movie, or buying clothes for themselves, and switched to shopping more at the grocery shops because they are afraid that they'll run out of the toilet paper, for God's sake. And there's a certain panic-like atmosphere whenever you approach a grocery shop or a much bigger grocery shop than the small cornerstones that are available near the blocks. Here are the reasons from my own research and from my own personal perspective, which might be wrong, why things are going to get even worse in the future. The first reason is spending less. More and more people are going to stay at home and are going to self-isolate themselves. On the flip side, because certain people are still traveling, the disease is going to spread more and more and more. the economy and the business workplace didn't actually shut down. People are still going to work, and a bunch of people are actually still going to work. And this is why the disease is going to spread even more, and it's going to spread even more exponentially. Depending on how many people contact the virus, know they've contacted the virus, and meet with other people, things are only going to go like this. If you read about the current situation a little bit, you probably saw that the US imposed a travel ban on 25 European countries. Yes, there are certain exceptions to the travel ban, like US citizens and US residents that have been properly screened. At the same time, I don't even know if it's a great idea to go to the United States at this point, since the New York Times announced that the CDC estimates that about 160 million to 240 million people might contact the disease during this epidemic. Yes, it is a projection, but it's huge. Also, Germany announced that about 60 to 70% of the population, of their population, might contact the disease during this epidemic. So Germany might not also be a good idea to go to at this point. There are many other things at play, like the strain that's being put on the healthcare system, the fact that more and more people are self-isolating themselves, and that more people are going to get into quarantine. And because this will result in less spending, less money that are going to flow into the economy, things are only going to go down from this point. This is how the economic machine works. It is fed by spending, basically. So, what should we do in this situation? I know it's up to you to do your own research, your own due diligence, to protect yourself, to stock yourself up with hopefully not toilet paper, because, well, toilet paper is not going to do much in this situation. If you have money available at your disposal, maybe dollar cost averaging into this dip might be a good idea, because if you do the proper analysis on certain stocks, certain businesses, you might very well be able to buy them for a bargain. Most of this downward spiral is fueled by fear and is going to continue to get fueled by fear, but there's a great opportunity for a lot of us to be able to acquire great businesses at a great price. Keep in mind Warren Buffett's advice of being fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful, and you will probably navigate this time with great success. One of the worst things that some people could do is to sell everything when the prices are down, because things are going to get better in the future. The only thing that's going to differentiate the ones that navigated successfully and those that don't is patience. Patience and information and skills and knowledge acquired during this time. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and it's gonna help you out and it's going to give you a different perspective on the current situation. Feel free to demolish the like button to help with the YouTube lords to bless this video with a little bit more hacking of the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I would highly appreciate it. My goal this year is to get to 1,000 subscribers, so it would be amazing if I would be able to hit one of the goals for 2020. Until next time, my friends, you've been awesome, I've been Alex. Take care and stay safe. Peace.